a problem. What's the problem, you ask? Oh no. The problem was that there was only one baker. There was only one person who could make those delicious Hamantaschen. Now you're probably wondering, why was there only one baker in the town? And the reason was that the baker was the mayor's cousin. And the mayor of the town said that there could only be one baker because he wanted his cousin to get everybody's business. Well, this was very upsetting for the people of the town because every year when Purim rolled around, the baker knew that he could raise the price very high and sell the Hamantaschen for lots and lots of money. The people were upset about this because then they couldn't have a lot of Hamantaschen to enjoy. So one day the wagon driver and the tailor and the caretaker of the temple, his name was Yassel, they were talking, and Yassel said, you know what, maybe this year we should just forget about having Hamantaschen on Purim. Do you know what the others said? They went, oh, can you do that? They couldn't believe it. They said, not have Hamantaschen on Purim? That would be like not having challah on, or not having matzah on, or not having a sukkah on. They said, we must have Hamantaschen on Purim. And Yassel said, you know what, you're right. You know what, I'm going to be the one who makes the Hamantaschen then. They said, but you're not a baker, you just take care of the temple. And he said, don't worry about it, I'll figure it out. And they said, but wait, you're not allowed to bake Hamantaschen because there's only one baker in the town. Yassel said, let me see what I can do. So we put up a sign and said, I'm selling Hamantaschen. Anybody who wants to order from me, come see me, and I'm going to sell them for a really good price. So everybody in the town came to see Yassel, and they placed lots and lots of orders. But soon enough, the mayor heard about this, and he marched over to Yassel, and he said, what do you think you're doing? Yassel said, I'm selling Hamantaschen this year. The mayor said, you're not allowed to do that. There's only one person who's allowed to sell Hamantaschen, and that is the baker. Yassel said, but it's just not fair. He sells them, and they're so expensive, and then not everybody gets to enjoy them. And he said, that's the way it is. So Yassel said, you know what? Can I just ask you for one favor? And the mayor said, I guess so. He said, do you think that I could just sell one Hamantaschen? I could just make one? And the mayor thought about it and said, I guess so. You can make one Hamantaschen. Yassel said, great, thank you so much. And he went on his way. Well, soon enough, it was Erev Purim, and everybody came to the temple, and they watched an amazing spiel. Rabbi Phyllis, I think it was a very Annie Purim spiel. Did you know that's what we're going to have this year? A very Annie Purim, and they loved the spiel. But then afterwards, everybody was so excited because they were going to get their... But how were they going to get their Hamantaschen if he was only allowed to make one? Well, sure enough, Yassel's friend, the wagon driver, pulled up in the wagon. And Yassel went over to it, and everyone was excited because they thought they were going to be getting all of their Hamantaschen. The mayor in the background saying, I said you could only make one. And Yassel looked at him and said, I did. I only made one. So he opened the back of the wagon, and out he pulled the biggest, the longest, most beautiful Hamantaschen you have ever seen in your entire life. It had like 8 different flavors. And he said, see, I only made one Hamantaschen. And he took that gigantic Hamantaschen and he divided it into little pieces and gave everybody in the town exactly what they ordered for a very fair price. The people were so happy, and when the mayor saw how excited they were, he knew that he had made a mistake. And from that point on, the baker lowered his prices, and anybody who wanted to make a Hamantaschen could make one, so that everybody could enjoy that delicious treat. I am so excited because just